Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac. So I'm going to hit random, but I don't want to play Isaac. I also don't want to play Samson. I just played Samson. Samson has a special place for not being a thing I do often. Cain's totally cool though. I also believe last episode was Eve, so I would have preferred not to do that. So Cain works pretty well. Of course, having extra damage, starting with a key, which is really nice. Not that I need one this floor. Most likely, of course. I could end up wanting to go to the shop, but more damage, key, faster, less range, and a lucky foot, which is a great starting item. So hopefully we get a bunch of pills, because they certainly won't come to harm us. They can come to be neutral or a little bit annoying through bombs or key or something, but they certainly will not harm us. Alright, so I'm not too excited about that item being first. But we'll see what happens with this boss. Lucky Foot's not special, by the way. The only character that starts with a special item is Samson. So we've got our full chance for whatever items, which is totally good. So I don't like this item either. But I'm pretty inclined to want to continue this run due to getting these keys. I really like keys. Keys are pretty good. Oops, I almost made a mistake there that would have cost me a little bit of health that I want to use on the curse room if possible. I'm going to get a soul heart for this. So ideally I get a soul heart and a red heart, both full, but you can't get a half soul heart from a drop. So that's not a concern, it's just that I'd hope for a full red heart as well. And then I'll consider the rosary, but it is pretty bad to have the Bible added to the shop pool 7 times. It's pretty bad. So let's see what we get in here. No Angel Room possibility immediately, so it's not like I could just walk in here, find the Bible, and then be set because I just pick it up and then it wouldn't be able to show up. Sadly. But maybe we'll get something great. Alright. I can work with this. So that means the half heart will get us to full health after all. Oops. And then I will also take the rosary now, since I need the health for sure. Works for me. And then the only thing that sucks is next floor, I'm almost definitely going to be getting a devil room, in which case there's a good chance that I'm going to trade away my health, especially for Guppy items, because now I can become Guppy with relative ease. Alright, that's a good item. It's special, so I'm going to wait on it, since I don't think the rosary is special. I'm going to wait on it, though. I'm starting to wait on picking up my first special item, if possible. So I'm just going to see where this takes me. If I can get something amazing, that would be wonderful. So, yeah, I'm probably going to trade away more health than I have, if there are 2 Guppy items available. And that kind of sucks. That Eternal Heart's really good to see. It kind of sucks because that is going to make it much harder for me to bounce back, and I won't have the soul hearts or anything, and I'll be short on lives, and that was really silly damage, especially that second bit. Bomb's good, so that'll get me to the Eternal Heart, which is probably most of... Alright, that's probably most of the stuff that I want. That's probably all I want, really. I'd love to use a bomb here, I guess. I want that. But other than that, yeah, I don't really have any other use for this bomb. There's one other chest, I guess, so far that I might be interested in, but not nearly as much because there's also a chest there, so it's just better. I can probably also look for the secret room, which should be in exactly one location by using that bomb. Silly damage, but I'm counting on the devil room not making the damage I take matter. Or making it so that the damage I take doesn't matter, is a better way to put that. So I guess we'll see. Very shortly, too, because this fight is almost over. Alright, that soul heart is good to see because that means I can skip it for now and then have something to fall back on after I've taken or not taken this deal with devil business. So I definitely want a tears up, and it's not like I can re-roll it anyway, so that's all good. You know, I'm pretty inclined to take Guppy's head here. Let's just go with it. So that puts me to 0 health. But because I don't like dying, actually it puts me to -1 health with no soul hearts or anything. Because I don't like dying, and yes, it is strategically less intelligent. It's a worse strategy for me to take that soul heart instead of killing myself somehow. because then this Eternal Heart will only bring me back to 0 instead of 1 health, and I will likely die later anyway because of that. But, like I'm saying, I like dying. I prefer not to have to respawn. So I'm just kind of rolling with this and seeing where it goes, seeing if I can make it work. I should be using Guppy's head every room. It is a 1-room recharge. And, of course, will give me some kamikaze flies, and those will do twice my damage. So I do need to remember Daddy Longlegs, because I almost forgot it. I just kind of, because of the way I've been playing for so long now, think that, like, if I haven't taken something from the item room, I'm not going to, because it's bad or whatever. But I need another bomb now. Real bad. So that's just a mindset I need to get out of, which is, that's fun. You know, I like learning new things or deciding to do new things. So I'm just going to get this Tinted Rock because it's here. Alright, that's fine. And then you are the Devil, which is not really what I was looking for. So I don't have a means of getting another bomb. Yes, I do. I do indeed have a means of getting another bomb. Maybe. So I'll have to go to this here challenge room, which shouldn't be very hard. Activate this now so that we've got it. Judas's tongue. That would have been nice to have before this whole thing, because then I wouldn't have lost my soul hearts. That makes it so that all deals with the devil cost only 1 red heart, unless they're a soul heart deal, then they still cost 3 soul hearts. But all red heart deals cost only 1 red heart, and that's a really good trinket to have, especially before your first devil room that you have guaranteed. So no bomb for me, it turns out, and I didn't have enough money that I could get an arcade. Definitely don't want to just go into the shop and risk something being there that I don't want just in case there's a bomb. A Tinted Rock is good, but it's not like the end of the world if I miss one. I miss some with Blue Baby due to not having bombs and still make it out well, sometimes. We'll see how it goes. So this will bring me back to 0 health. And here we go. Okay, this is good. That worked out. I almost didn't act fast enough. I was hesitating there. So remember, pills can't be bad, but they can be neutral. And I was gonna literally say they could be something like telepills that I wouldn't really want to get, but fortunately this one didn't actually screw me over very much. And I'm thinking I'm really questionable on this soul heart here. No, I'm not. I'm thinking about the devil room possibility here, but I'm also not, because I'd rather not just die at the moment. This lets me preserve my devil room chance. Of course, right as I do that, make that purchase, I get this dude right away. But he paid out in 1 cent, so I guess it's actually alright. But of course I thought that was just the game saying, like, hey, don't be hasty with your decisions, just to be safe. Because yeah, I'm not taking some risks that I have in the past. That's just, it's true, I'm not. But I'm still taking other silly and stupid risks, just for fun. Curse room's possible. I'm very interested in it. But, you know. Alright, that's not the way to go. And I still have no bombs, so it's not like I can look for the secret room that might be right there. Okay, that was pretty close. And anyway, we got Mom's purse there, which allows us to hold 2 trinkets instead of just 1, and that's really good. So that means that even if we get something that I would rather have from an advantageous standpoint, since it'll have more bearing in the actual run, I can still keep Judas's tongue for good measure. So Infestation is an item that I don't particularly like, but I don't have an option here, so I'm just going to take it. I don't believe it's special. But either way, I just don't like it a lot. It's just not like an actively bad item. It's not going to come back and screw me over in any way. It just can't. Well, okay, sort of, but not really. It is in a way that is much more minor than many other items. Alright, I guess we're good to go. Fight the boss. Boss is Gertie. So, you know, honestly, I think this is worth the devil. Plus 2 damage, but that's inside the formula, so it's actually a fair amount more than 1 or 2 a lot of the time, and like since I haven't gotten any damage ups, now is one of those times that is going to fall under a lot of the time. So speeding up a Gertie fight is something that I consider pretty worth it. Wow. Still didn't take red heart damage. That almost was like the reason we could have gotten a double room there. What are you? The Fool. Okay, that's actually really nice to see. And this, we can hold 2 trinkets now. Oh, well, alright then, that works too. So, Maggie's Faith is going to give us an Eternal Heart at the start of each floor, and that's awesome. That'll keep giving us health ups if we can keep not taking too much damage. And the Fool we're going to use to not take damage leaving the curse room, because we're not close enough to the depths 2 that I want to do that. I want to play up my health advantages in quotes, of course, because it's not like I really have any. I want to play those up while I've got them, so that hopefully I have them when I need them. Alright, that's decent. We could get the ladder, and that might be a decent play. We could get an arcade next floor. I'd rather get the arcade. Well, let's see what's in the secret room. There's one best location. So we'll look at it that way, and we'll go to the best location first. Let's see if it's here. No. Okay, so now, as for other reasonable locations, here is a good one, and that's the last bomb I've got. Alright, okay. Cool. 9 cents. So that allows me to get the ladder, get the chest over there, and still have 5 cents left over to do whatever on the next floor with our hopeful arcade. So I'm pleased with the way that went. Glad we found the secret room there. So the ladder gives us the ability to cross gaps that are 1 wide. And that's all there is to it. It's very simple. It's moderately useful, but it can also come back to bite you with maneuvering. Like in that situation, I could have gotten stuck here in a bad time with a room of a different enemy composition, of course. But mostly it's just going to be something that's just nice to have. So that's cool. Let's get to the next floor and get our Eternal Heart, of course. So getting the Eternal Heart does mean that unless we can get another Eternal Heart before doing anything, we're not going to be using blood donation machines because they take the Eternal Heart first. Free Tinted Rock, I like that. Boss challenge room, I also am in. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's damage up and a small range up, so both of those things are very good as Kane. Wait, want to use this first? Because you start with lower range and you get more out of damage due to your multiplier being 1.2. So I'm really happy with that item, even though it's 0.5, so it's not the most damage up. It's also not the least. It's still a good amount. Good job, Daddy Longlegs. You're just like shredding these Larry Juniors. I expected it to kill them for me, honestly, at the end there, because I was taking so long. But that's a good pickup. Not the first special item, so that's why I didn't wait. I was totally okay with it as is. No, we do have a health up as one of our pills. I kind of didn't mention that right away, but, well, I guess I kind of gave a disappointed kind of general feel towards it. But no, that's not disappointing. That's actually really good. That's going to help us not die, even though we didn't make the right play with the whole deal with the devil at the start. However, like I said, that's going to help us not suffer for that. And I'm totally okay with that. 3 free bombs due to the ladder is cool. There's our arcade, as expected. As long as you enter with 5 cents to an even floor, you're very likely to get one. It's supposed to be guaranteed as long as there's an end room, but sometimes that just doesn't seem to apply, and I don't know why. Oops, alright, good. I'm glad I dodged that, because that was going to be a stupid dodge to miss, because it was very easy. However, that's one of the things that I frequently walk into, and as such, have problems with. So the 0.3 damage up, and enough to put us into red tiers, as well as health up. So we're finally getting into business here, with good things happening. All I need is a curse room that teleports me to the devil room, and then I'll be a really happy guy. Alright, leave the room to reset to remove the flies. You used to be able to reroll rooms using that, but then they patched that because there were so many eternal flies around poops that there were just so many rooms that you could farm, and they didn't want that. Okay. I knew that would happen. Forgot about infestation. I don't know if you did, but I know I did. Because I haven't been getting hit much, so it actually hasn't come into play maybe at all since picking it up before then. I'm not 100% on that. I just did not remember until that very moment. That's what's being conveyed here. That's the important thing. So here is the curse room that I was looking for. Okay, good. You died. So all it needs to do is teleport me, and then it'll be exactly what I wanted in life. Alright, but first let's go to the item room. Chocolate milk, not this time. Not today, game. Taken that 2 times recently, and that's enough for a little while. So let's go in here and see what it gives me. It could just give me a Guppy item right away. So now I'm Guppy, which you'll see when I pick up the item again. So I obviously and absolutely combined there. Wait, is this not used yet? Yeah, I need to use this, even though I don't really need to, and then take the paw, because the paw is definitely a way better item, but also a way more useful item. Now that I can fly, of course, having the ladder was a waste of money, but I have plenty of money, so it's pretty okay. Yes, this is really good. So the paw will turn 1 red heart container into 3 soul hearts when used, and that's awesome, especially with Maggie's Faith, which we can now keep due to the purse when we get the Polaroid and get an extra 3 soul hearts each floor. Of course, I won't want to do that until I've already dealt with the last legitimately, like, normally earned Devil Room. So I want to stay at 15 cents just in case of the shop being good next floor. But that was good, and we got lots of soul hearts out of it. So this is playing actually correctly, basically, except that I'm not going to wait until I've lost all my health, because I'll just roll with Polaroid invincibility and it'll be fine. I did see a door here, I believe. See if there's a secret room there. Yep. So when you see the door when spawning in, that just means that it's there, because game can't do everything perfectly. So with Guppy, we gain flight, and every time we hit with a tier, we spawn a kamikaze fly, and again, those do twice our damage. So we just found another Eternal Heart. That's pretty cool. That completes our health up immediately instead of having to wait until the next floor. And yeah, what was I don't know, I was on about something with Guppy's Paw. It's obviously more valuable for us because we spawn the flies anyway, so we don't need the head to spawn some flies because we can spawn all the flies we need. Guardian Angel, really good to get. Going to be another orbital, much like the Cube of Meat. 7 contact damage, same as the Cube of Meat there. Blocks tears. And it also, unlike the Cube of Meat, causes everything that rotates around us, or orbits around us if you really want to be correct here, to go 1.5 times as fast. I think they're all 1.5 times, but, you know, I'm not always right. Okay. Okay, I'm glad I got away from that. That was a little iffy. Mostly because I was, I don't know, scratching my face or something. Didn't have one of my hands on the keyboard. It was something like that. I was distracted for whatever reason. It worked out fine, which is what matters. I am going to keep these until the end of the Womb 1, these being my hearts. Because like I said, there are more Devil Rooms that we could get and more items that I want from the Devil Room. So yes, I'm sacrificing 3 soul hearts and 5 seconds of Polaroid invincibility per item each time I do that. I'm just going to buy this to get rid of it. I could also be getting items that I enjoy more. Now, one thing I could do is with this strength card, I could use all of my Guppy's Paw, and that's all great and stuff. Then with the strength card that gives me a health up for a room, I can use that, use Guppy's Paw with it, and then that'll take me to negative health, but I'll get the 3 extra soul hearts. It's an option. I'm probably not going to do it. Wow, that was unfortunate. Fortunately, I was still invincible that time, so it didn't screw me over a second time. That would have been funny, though. Alright, I'm just going to keep exploring the floor, finishing things off. Nope. And yeah. So now I'm not, like, super keen on having Daddy Longlegs. Also, don't get Daddy Longlegs if you're trying to break the game. Don't do it. It's bad. It'll, like, with greed farming, it'll kill greed when you don't want it to. It'll kill black flies if you're trying to reroll bosses using that. It's just not a good thing to have. However, I'm just kind of trying to play a little casually here. Didn't expect things to go quite so well. It can also be an idiot and attack vomit grimaces, but, well, no, I would expect it to. Same with Eternal Flies. Alright. Oh, that's unfortunate as well. This is a pretty useless boss since we can't reroll its item. Because we don't have a d6, that is. We could, if we did have a d6, we'd reroll it. But we just get a pony here, which is flight, so that's not helpful. And it is also going to allow us to do a charge to take, to become invincible and do contact damage. So I'm going to take both of these. The mark is 1 damage up, 0.2 speed up, and gives us a soul heart. And the tail, it increases chest and golden chest drops and decreases other drops, which is, it's useful. I can make good use of that. Just because, like, if I have a fair amount of keys, although that means that since I'm going to get less, they're not going to be as useful. They're going to be more precious. I'm not going to get to use as many as I'd like to. But that could also just be awesome. If we get to the chest, which I think is a pretty fair bet, a pretty safe bet right now, we'll be able to get lots of items. So I just need to find Skeleton Key, which is obviously something that I can control and is very easy. Alright then. So, Sacrificial Dagger does not block tears, but does 15 damage on contact to enemies, so that's really good. Although I probably won't be using it for that since I have quite a lot of damage output. But it does lots of damage, and maybe I'll have a use for that at some point, and that's totally fine and fun with me, because I really like using it. It's just something that I don't end up using when I have sufficient damage normally. Alright. So what I need is a source of keys. That is like what I really need at the moment. I need something that will just give me lots and lots of keys forever. So is there a mini boss on this floor? Because I really want there to be so that I can go to the shop and not have it be greed. Shops are nice and I like them. So Daddy Longlegs can kill masks, apparently. Wait, okay, no, I didn't. Maybe we'll get another chance somewhere along the way. I'm also just gonna take the chance and go to the shop instead of searching around and being smart about it. So it is agreed, that'll be quick and easy. Pick up some money I have no current use for. Maybe I'll have a use for it later. Money equals power, copious amounts of beggars, something like that. Or maybe I won't, it could be totally worthless and that could have been a waste of a key. I hope it's not. I want to see a challenge room that then, of course, has Skeleton Key waiting for me. That'd help me a lot. Okay. By the way, we can only have 5 flies come with us between rooms, so even if we have an army and then we leave the room, we're just gonna have 5. So the army is inconsequential. So note, we do have all 4 Guppy items. Guppy's hairball doesn't give you it doesn't count as a Guppy item, and it's bad, so I don't take it. And I don't count it as a Guppy item, since it isn't. Well, that was my own fault. So we're down to 1 key, but with 50 cents I could use the arcade and gamble for keys. I have a very high chance of winning. I was also really hoping for a fortune teller here, just so I could really justify it by getting tons of soul hearts, maybe a good trinket, although, yeah, she might trinket anyway. Keeping Maggie's faith, because that's going to be a consistent supply of soul hearts for us. Since there's no way... Okay, there is a way, but it means that I lose. If I'm gonna lose my... I hate when you do that. If I lose my Eternal Heart, I'm dead. And I can't actually lose it if I only have soul hearts, so... Yeah, it's gonna be a consistent supply of 3 soul hearts per floor, basically. That's a key. I can accept that. And that is a heart, which was not really worth a bomb, but at the same time I have a lot of them, so I guess it kind of was worth it. Though, one thing is, if I use the strength card to get the extra soul hearts, I want to do it at the very end, when the Eternal Heart doesn't matter, because it would just be getting it early instead of, you know, whatever else I would have to the Eternal Heart would just make up for it, and then we wouldn't have something for a floor. So it wouldn't be quite as effective and good. Now, there is a reason to keep Judas's Tongue as well, which would be probably more fun, and I'm thinking that I might have preferred doing that, but I erred on the side of safety, I guess, even though I think that this is a pretty free run if I don't do anything absurd. We'll see. I mean, it's going to be a big benefit, so at least there is that. Maybe I got caught up in a whirlwind of playing with good strats instead of risky strats, besides at the start. No, I can't afford that right now. I need to be saving up. Now get out of here, you. Key? No, but I will pick up all the money. You never know how many beggars you're going to run into. Which, I mean, yeah, it's not very likely that I run into any. However, okay, Monstros are good. I can deal with Monstros. 3 of them should be pretty easy. They all have about a third as much health. Okay, there we go. Or at least like a third of the health bar, which seemed to go quickly enough that I believe it was a third as much. Death kinda sucks, but we do get another cube of meat. And this one's acceptable. I can roll with this one, basically. Because we still have our orbital, and it just happens to also shoot along with us. So that Eternal Heart, kind of worthless at this point. I don't really have a reason to explore this floor, but maybe next floor. I mean, I do, but I also don't. I'm not going to. There's another Eternal Heart, and now would be a time, maybe even the time, one would think, to use my Guppy's Paw. And I would agree. I agree completely. Why haven't I done it yet? I don't know, honestly. Let's do it. There's not a way that this is going to come back to bite us on this particular floor. What are you? Health up? No. Useless. And tears up. Tears up's good. Means that we'll get more fly spawns, basically. I really need keys, game. Alright, there you go. You're dead. Super Wrath with flight and kamikaze flies galore. Should be pretty easy, and we get Mr. Mega, which is pretty good. Oh, well, that was unfortunate. Mr. Mega gives us 5 bombs and makes it so they have a larger blast radius and more damage. So, we're in good shape. We're going to get 5 seconds of invincibility with each hit. We used 5 hearts, which means that we got 15 soul hearts, and I don't know how many we had before that. But it wasn't too few. We had maybe like 6. We're at 20-something. Okay, and I'm using the... I don't know why, but I'm using the Sacrificial Dagger and the other orbitals to do the damage between here, even though a bomb would do just as well and actually kill the enemies for me. It worked. So this is not a Devil Room where we can pay health. It is just a trapdoor to Sheol. And there we go. Not a Tinted Rock. To the Cathedral. So there's our 3 soul hearts. And we've got a dark level, which is unfortunate, but at least it's not like we had the compass or something. So we got cheated, basically. It's not really cheated, it's just screwed out of things. The reason that slot machine didn't blow up is because you can only blow up one thing of value with 1 bomb. It's interesting, but it's true. Alright, death is meh. At this point in the game, it's pretty useless. So, like, you can't blow up 2 machines with 1 bomb. And obviously, you can't blow up a Tinted Rock as well as a slot machine with 1 bomb. You have to use a separate bomb for each. It's weird, and it's one of those things that's not really realized a lot, I feel. It's also not a big deal. So that's why people don't know it, because you don't need to know it. I will go to the curse room. I like curse rooms. I have taken deals with the devil, though, so there's no angel room happening. Another strength card. You don't say. What you want me to do with this? Oh, well that sucks a lot. I kind of want to do it, but I can't justify it. If I could get both strength cards in here, then it would work. I would be able to do that, but I can't. But I didn't, like, there's no reason to expect that as a thing you're going to be able to do. So it's not like I misplayed. I mean, I did misplay in that I didn't save it until I had nothing, but it's also still a free win due to the Polaroid invincibility and being Guppy. So it's kind of weird. It's an unimportant but certainly present misplay that I did point out. Well, now that's just unfortunate, isn't it? Because with this, I can certainly go back and use my strength card to pay for that. But I'm not going to earn it, so I can't do that after all. It's a funny turn of events, but such is life. So every time we get Polaroid invincibility, that just means that I need to run on in and do lots of contact damage, place a bomb. You know, the good stuff. It does a lot of damage, generally, I would say. And in that time, we can also still continue firing tears and things. So it's a pretty good cause. Didn't need to use a bomb there. Away we go. This Eternal Heart will be useless to us. There's just no way we can possibly use it. I'll take Rainbow Baby because it's okay. And I guess I'm gonna take Strength, use it, take Telepathy for Dummies, and go with it. That's homing for a room, by the way. And it recharges in 2 rooms, so we'll be able to use it every other room. It's alright. You know, I've come to be, I've been using it more because fun, I don't know. No good reason. It's not, like, amazing. It's just halfway decent or something. Okay. Don't do things like that. Ooh. I feel like Famine got pushed down a lot further than made sense. But it's cool. Alright, that's not the way. I mean, I don't mind clearing this floor. I think I'm pretty well prepared to do that, honestly. So if I have to, sure. Oh yeah, we got Skitole, which is the reason that the boom flies are moving slower, and it also is the reason that harmful flies are no longer harmful. In general, not all of them. But you may have noticed that a little bit. I don't know. So if I go the wrong way every time, I will not mind, because this is a good setup. Can happily clear things. Yes, the red boom flies blew up, because I killed them very quickly after they spawned, and they still hadn't determined that they were not boom flies, but red boom flies alone. Because, yes, red boom flies spawn as a boom fly, but also a red boom fly, and then after a little bit it determines, oh wait, I'm just a red boom fly, even though I have the attributes of a boom fly for function purpose. I shouldn't explode. I get that now. I've come to understand my meaning in life, my purpose. And so we got a Bob's Curse there. Makes it so that our bombs deal poison damage and damage over time. Only affects our placed bombs and a very small amount of other things, but not like Dr. Fetus or Epic Fetus or random explosions. Those things are not poison. They just have the cloud due to graphics. Like, I don't know, laziness, inability to separate, whatever it is. I haven't been using Telepathy for Dummies, but that's okay. Who needs it anyway? Alright, get in there, flies. Oh no, get closer there. That's alright. Soon phase 3. Oops, alright, fine. See if I care, I'll just murder you right now. Didn't even let it spawn anything. Death. I'm good with that one. I liked that run. It was interesting how it turned out, and one misplay that I pointed out and didn't think, like I said, it can't really come to screw you over, but it sort of did. It's not like I was gonna, like, it didn't change the outcome of the run, but it was, as you could see, a definite misplay. So that's just kind of like why you point things out, but like that's not how I play either, mostly, so it's okay. Because that's more of a I'm playing to win strategy. That's not what I do. I hope you enjoyed the run. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.